Yes. Yes. Welcome to the Melrose Family Podcast. David and I are guests this week.
We are.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Ms. Melrose, do you have any questions for me and David for your podcast?
What's the name of my podcast?
Great question. Didn't you just say it?
Yeah, the Melrose Family Podcast. That just sounds like it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it does.
The blinking means it's on. Okay, hello, welcome back. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Where we been, Dave?
We've just been working.
Yes.
That's why
we
it's
have been
literally
working.
why we didn't record
We've been making money
for a
because
month.
you guys don't listen enough and we don't make any money from you.
Yeah.
So
You're not financially worth it for us right now.
Exactly. So we spend our priority time elsewhere.
Yep.
But, you guys can change that
You can.
eventually, hopefully.
You can.
Hello, Dave. We
up,
have
Joe?
a
Oh,
guest
sorry.
this week.
We do. Very exciting.
Mrs. What's your first
Hi, Lisa.
name? Lisa Melrose.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Our biggest fan,
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Abby's mom, and David's soon-to-be mother-in-law.
Yes, very exciting.
Very
Yes,
excited. It's
it
going to
is.
be a big deal. I'm very excited.
So are we. So
Yeah, so we were talking beforehand because you wanted to know what we were going to talk about, and I have no idea. But David said that you wanted to be on, and I've been told many times that you're like the only person that watches the show. So I'm very excited. What do you think of...
this is my famous moment.
Long-time
Yeah.
listener, first-time guest.
Yeah.
Yes. So you've seen the actual thing, or
Uh-huh.
listened to it at least. But now that you're here, is the expectation... were your expectations coming into this, were they met? Or did you think it was going to be worse? Probably worse. Like just the production
No,
value and everything.
No, it's great. It's kind of
Good.
in line with what I expected.
Nice.
Oh, really?
So now
That's
that
good.
you're on the
That's
inside,
good.
the magic is not gone?
No,
Oh, okay,
thank
good.
God. That's what I was
It's-
wondering.
it's really not.
Okay.
She's like, I
Good.
can never listen to it again.
No.
Now that I know where they do this
No.
in this disgusting house. Oh,
No, but it does on the videos. It looks like there might be a little bit of an audience,
oh yeah.
Oh.
which is a
Nice.
Yeah, we don't really have an
that's
audience.
deceiving.
But it's okay.
We have
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah, we have Abby. She sits in the background. Cool. Well,
good.
welcome in.
Well,
Thank you
thanks.
for joining
Yeah.
us. We're very excited. David's sweating because he doesn't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure having you here.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Until
Pretend
like
I'm not here.
October, David's freaking out. So yeah, I wanted to ask though. I did say this earlier. What is it like being a mom? I was saying, Lord willing, I'm never a mom one day. But what is it like to be a mom of a daughter who is going to be married to someone like David? Oh,
Well, we love David. I can't say anything bad about this guy. I really can't. Nor would I want to.
well, I
But I
can,
can't.
and here we go.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, we're super excited. We're super excited. I mean, we miss Abby because she moved away, so
Yeah.
she's not with us day in and day
Yeah,
out.
way to go,
but
David.
no,
Stealing
it's-
her.
It's good. It's good.
Sorry.
But no, we're just super excited about the wedding. We really can't wait to have a new son-in-law.
Yeah.
That would be
really
awesome.
can't.
That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
We're, yeah, and I've already had like 2 kids marry, so
That's true,
this
yeah.
is not like particularly new.
Right.
But
Yeah.
doing it from a distance it's kind of hard.
Hmm. What do you think? What's the difference? Because you've had a son and a daughter.
Yes.
You married. So what is the
True.
difference between having a daughter married, or like one of your daughters being wed, and
Yes.
a son?
I think it's a little harder for the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's-
makes sense.
It's, just,
That's what I
it's a
always
little
thought.
more of a pull away,
Mhm.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
which
Is it different? Like, I guess the prep would be different too. What side of the family is in charge of the wedding?
The
Isn't there, like-
brides.
The brides.
Typically the brides.
Typically.
Technically,
And then the dad does the honeymoon, or
No, they do
the
the,
husband does the honeymoon.
the husband side does the rehearsal dinner.
The rehearsal dinner, right?
Yeah.
I know nothing about weddings, clearly, but I love weddings. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
very
a
fun.
cereal bar wedding?
Cereal bar.
Yeah,
Have you been to one?
I have not.
I brought it up a couple podcasts ago.
Oh, you
David-
did.
As like
I
a
missed
throw
that.
out idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. The one episode you didn't listen to, I guess.
with Melissa. Shout out
Oh,
Melissa.
did you
Yeah, I
listen
think
to
I
that one?
started to listen to it and I got distracted
Oh,
or
okay.
Yeah,
something.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
love
fun.
Melissa.
Yeah.
But you're probably a much
Cereal.
more important guest than Melissa.
Definitely.
100%.
I don't.
First off,
I
Melissa
don't drive
didn't
for
even-
Ubers. Is that what she does?
No.
Was she an Uber driver?
No, she wasn't actually. I just
Oh.
didn't tell David she was coming.
I thought
And so
she
I
was the Uber
told her
driver.
that it was an Uber driver.
She did the same thing that an Uber driver would do. She delivered our
That's true. She delivered our food.
food and she
Um,
delivered some content.
All right.
But yeah, Melissa, she's a great guest. She was fun, but she didn't even know what the name of the podcast is, and you know what it's called.
Yes.
True.
It is
Nothing
called
really.
Excellent.
Wow.
Which is
Already
an
a better
awesome,
guess.
awesome name.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah, that was David's
I love it.
idea.
Episode 1.
Where credit is due.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Go back and listen to it.
We're like fumbling around, not even knowing. Basically, that episode is how we figured out that it was going to be called Nothing Really.
Yeah, we didn't even know what we were doing, but we were like, we got to start now.
Yeah.
And so we did.
That's great.
Okay, well, man, what else has gone? So we had our birthday,
We had our birthday.
and we didn't have an episode.
No.
You guys have the same birthday?
We do.
We do. Did you not know that?
No.
Are you serious?
February 19th.
February 19th.
Oh,
I'm
happy
4 hours
birthday.
older. It's very important.
Legendary day.
It's
Yeah.
a very,
Wow.
very big day. Yeah.
Plus, like 5 other people have birthdays
Yes.
then.
Micah Segee has his birthday that day.
Mhm.
Aaron Huey
Aaron
has his
Huey.
birthday. Nate Dreyer had his birthday.
Yeah.
A few other people. Millie Bobby Brown had her birthday.
True.
Seal had his birthday. So yeah, it's a
Big
big
day.
day.
Big
A lot of
day.
legends were born, and me and David.
Yeah. And then us.
Great.
Yeah.
Joe was going to have all of us go play Topgolf.
Yes, I was.
And then I was like, so do you need to buy tickets beforehand or you just go and buy? He's like, no, we can just go and buy them. And then the day of, I get a text. He's like,
dude, I don't know what it was about that Tuesday.
it's all booked up.
Yeah, it was just that Tuesday. The rest of the week was totally free. I went the next day. It was a very fun time.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Topgolf?
Yes.
Topgolf's the best.
We have
We-
a new one in Charlotte. Like
Oh, really?
within-
We just got a new one in Germantown. Dude,
Yeah.
it's so fun.
Germantown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
I went
I'm
for my
impressed.
birthday, obviously, and with my family. And have you ever been for a birthday?
No.
So you go for a birthday, and they don't give you any cake or whatever,
Sad.
but they just start like chanting your name, and they come out with signs that spell your name. So they came out with like big signs, and they were like, Joe, Joe, Joe.
That is
But
fun.
they spelled it wrong. They spelled it, or no, they did Joe, but the E was like backwards.
Oh my
and I was
God.
trying to tell him, I was like, the E's backwards. And then the girl gave the E to the guy with the J, so it said Eoj. And I was just
Oh
like,
my-
never mind.
What a
Oh
mess.
my
I was like,
God.
whatever.
That is so funny.
It was funny.
I've never heard
Yeah.
of anyone doing that before.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Joe.
That's good. Instead of the typical happy birthday.
Yeah, instead of being like, well, it said like 23 and then Joe, but they were very much like, what's your name? And I was like, Joe. And they were like, okay, how do you spell it? And I was like,
Eoj.
Eoj. Yeah, it was very
weird.
interesting, but it was a fun time.
Did you play very well?
Well, I would say that I played well, but I also played against my brother, who's incredible. So
yeah.
I lost every game.
Oh.
But I would say that I did all right. But I never won because
Yeah.
he cleaned house.
Yeah.
But
It was a good time though.
the first time I went to Topgolf was with you and the rest of the family, with
Right.
Aaron and Chris's wedding. Like after
Yes.
the day after the wedding,
Yes.
we all went and played Topgolf.
That was
Topgolf is
fun.
so fun.
Yeah,
was fun.
it was super fun. The first hour we were all killing it, and then the second hour, I don't know, we were not playing well.
Yeah.
Which game
I
did you
just-
do? Did
Andrew
you do the
was
one
playing
where you
well.
have like the specific targets? That's
No,
my
we were
favorite
going
one.
after any target and trying to get as many points.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like the main way?
I don't know.
Oh.
The one we played, or the one we liked playing was like you hit 5 balls to each target.
Cool.
And you try
like
and
a
get,
round is one
Yeah,
target.
so it's like you're hitting to the white target for 5 balls,
Yeah.
then you're hitting to the blue, and then
Oh.
we should have done that. That'd be cool.
that was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it was a good one. But there's
Nice.
so many different ones, and it's kind of confusing.
Oh, I didn't.
Like
I didn't
you
know
just
that.
kind of like pick a game and just hope that
You could
it
like make
makes
up
sense.
so many of your own rules.
Yeah,
I
you
bet.
really could, or you could just go to use it as like a driving range. To be honest,
Yeah.
Or you could just try to hit the guys that are out there in their
Yeah.
little Jeep.
Yeah.
My brother hit one.
Really?
It was the last ball of the night. He was like, I'm hitting the card. Like, he hit it. Yeah, it was fun.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, we heard like the tunk, and then we were like, all right, let's go.
We're out.
Yeah, it was funny.
Dang. Topgolf is very fun.
Yeah,
If you haven't been, go.
yeah.
Find
Top
your
golf.
local Topgolf.
Yeah, Topgolf's a good time.
There's so many Topgolf places in Japan. When we were driving
Really?
through, just like so many of those like telephone wires and nets everywhere. Yeah. It was
Wow.
surprising.
Interesting.
So now whenever I see one, it's like,
That's another
You know,
thing
it was
Japan
really
has-
cool when I flew out today. I could see it
Oh,
Whoa.
from the
Oh.
plane.
That's cool.
I was like,
Wow.
oh, that's neat.
dang. I wish
That's
Top
cool.
Golf sponsored nothing really.
There's that guy in like Chicago that has written on his roof. He lives like right next to a airport, and he has written on his roof, "Welcome to Cleveland," just so that when people land, they think they're in the wrong place.
Oh my
That's so funny.
Yeah, the I guess the state tried to get him to like paint over it or whatever, but he won the battle and was allowed to keep it somehow. So it like freaks people out when they fly into that airport.
I
'Cause
bet.
they're like landing and it's like, "Welcome to Cleveland." They're like,
That's-
"Wha-"
So funny.
yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's witty.
Dang.
So what else has happened? Coronavirus is going crazy. Elliot's about to start a podcast talk all about coronavirus.
I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna let him do it. Guess what? Okay, this is kind of a weird nerdy thing. Not nerdy, but weird thing that I got into over the last 2 weeks. My roommate is a huge NASCAR fan. Like big NASCAR fan. And I, for the longest time, have been like, this is the most boring sport in the world. But for his sake, he's been counting down the days for like the start of the season. And the first race of the season is the Daytona 500.
Right.
Big race.
Yeah.
And so me and Elliot were like, we'll watch it with you. We're going to have a good time. We'll order some pizza. Like, we'll hang out. It'll be fun. And so we watched it. And the first day, unfortunately, it got rained out. So we watched it the next day. And unfortunately, Eric, who wanted to watch it, had to work. So we didn't even get to watch
sad.
it. But me and Elliot, in the spirit of it, watched it anyways. And it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I was very entertained. It was also, I got really lucky because it was the second closest Daytona race in history. And there was like 8 crashes, and those are fun.
That's what I heard.
Did you see the
Yeah.
crashes?
No, but I heard
They
about
were
it.
pretty insane.
Yeah, Ryan Newman,
Super
Ryan
gnarly.
Newman, last turn. He's like 40 years old. He's one of the oldest
Yes.
racers out there.
Sports news.
Is he the one that was like hospitalized but got out really
Yeah.
quick?
Yes. Where's my phone?
Welcome back to Nothing Really News, sports news. This week, reporting on the Daytona 500. David, what are you looking for?
My phone fell in your couch.
So David's phone fell. Daytona 500. Ryan Newman coming around the last turn. I couldn't imagine how awful this must be. Last turn after 200 laps, coming around, sees the finish line, flips his car, and then a driver hit the driver's side
Yeah, flipped
of
it
the
over.
car, flipped, and he lived. And he walked out of the hospital like 2 days later. It was
It's
crazy.
insane.
Like, the last time that a crash had looked that bad,
Yeah.
apparently, according to a lot of people, was when Dale Earnhardt
Earnhardt.
Sr.
Yes.
Oh, senior.
died.
Yes.
Whoa.
Like,
I
they
know.
were doing things that they hadn't done since then. Were like bringing black curtains out while getting them
Yeah.
out so that no one could see them. They told the pit crews to leave so that they wouldn't see them.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
crazy. But it was really fun to watch. I mean, thank God he's okay, but it was a
Crashes
wild
are
thing
exciting
to watch. It was
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
How long does
Thank
it
you so much.
Thank you so much.
last, the race? Those
the-
laps.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 3 hours, but we only watch, or 2 hours maybe.
Seriously? They're
Yeah.
driving at that high speed for that long?
Yeah, they drive 500 miles in 2 hours.
That's insane.
Which, that's like going to your
Can
house.
you imagine the stress?
Dude, I
Yeah.
can't imagine.
Doing
Oh my
that?
gosh.
That's like going to your house in 2 hours.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I just my family and I had watched Ford versus Ferrari. Right
I saw
before
that, so
Oh.
we should talk about it.
Okay, yeah, it was good. So yeah, they saw that, and then the Daytona 500 came on, so they were all in. They were like, "Oh my gosh, this is so exciting now!"
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
that
cool.
happened.
It was really fun. But I also like put money down on random racers. My brother, I was at my family's house before I watched it. And I had no idea. My brother's a super sports guy, but I had no idea that he had ever taken an interest in NASCAR. And I was like leaving, and I was like, I think I'm gonna put some money down. And my brother just started calling out people to vote for. And I was like, what? He was like, you should vote for Joey Logano. And I was like, okay. I put his name down. And then I was like, what about this guy? And like read off a random name. And it was like, I forget the name. And he goes, well, he's gonna do pretty well, but he's in one of the Carl Riggs cars, and we all know that those cars run slow. And I was just like, what?
That's so funny.
I was like, okay, but that was very interesting. And then he came over and watched it with us, and they were like doing an intro of all the racers or whatever, and he'd like met half of them. He was like, yeah, he's a member of my club. He's a member. He was annoyed. He came in one time. He was really mad we didn't have his clubs.
Oh
like
gosh.
Random stuff. He was like, he's nice. It was very interesting.
That is, yeah.
But it was cool.
That's so funny.
But now I'm super into NASCAR.
Wow.
Not super into it that I pay attention, but there's a race like every Sunday, and I'm trying to catch at least the last like 10 laps of each one.
Yeah. That's
some
exciting.
fun stuff happens.
Are you into NASCAR, Lisa?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. I've lately gotten in. I lately have some inkling of who people are because I've been listening to Tony Kornheiser.
Okay.
You all know
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
he is.
I know who he is.
I don't.
And part of the reason he's a sports guy
Yeah.
from DC.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
he's been in the
It's
DC
like a radio
area.
talk show.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he has Pardon the Interruption. Do you know that show?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah. He's funny and he does news and he has guest people on and he's just really entertaining. But he also kind of fills me in on sports.
Cool.
Now I'm like, I kind of know stuff a little
Yeah.
bit.
Sports news competition.
I used to listen to Tony Kornheiser all the time with my dad and my brother. We would like drive to get pancakes or something. And listen to Tony
Yeah, I
Kornheiser.
like him.
He was the man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still know nothing about it, but it is really, it's one thing that's very interesting about it that I really like is obviously there's only one race every Sunday and it's the same people every single week racing.
Oh, yeah.
So which I never really thought about. And it's kind of like football, I guess, in the same way of like you see the same players play every week, but they're always playing against a different team and whatnot.
That's
the
every
exact
sport.
same guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like this is the exact same guys every single week. Like racing, so like
I
whatever
guess
happened
because they're
last
all-
week,
Yeah.
like comes over to this week, and like the
That's
drama gets
crazy.
crazy, and it's very exciting.
Dang.
But I'm one of the things I'm doing for my business is I'm getting a bunch of my friends to start podcasts, and then I'm gonna edit them all for them, and then kind of use them as some promo stuff, and be able to be like, hey, this is more content that we're doing and examples and stuff. And so I'm letting him do like a NASCAR podcast, and I emailed the
Eric?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
letting
wow.
Eric
That's
do
cool.
a NASCAR podcast, and we're doing it like weekly, and we're going to talk about the race the week before or whatever.
Dang.
And I know nothing, but I'm just going to do it for fun.
Yeah.
But I emailed Talladega, which is another big racetrack. I
I
emailed.
can't not think of Will Ferrell.
Oh
when he's
I
on
know.
that.
100%. I emailed Talladega because they're in like April or something, and I got in touch with their media team and asked them to give us media passes to go like record down there
Whoa.
for the Talladega race. And so in the span of this weekend, they were like, yeah, that's fine, but we need like some info on your show before we can approve it. So
Oh.
I have nothing is up yet. So in the span of this week, we are going to try and con them into giving us tickets by putting the show up, getting like probably like 20, 25 people to review it, and then just doing like 5 episodes on random stuff so that it seems like we have a good, somewhat decent show going.
Oh, gosh.
And they're going to give it to us, hopefully.
That's
I
funny.
also told them that we just started. And really, I think the goal is not to get them to think the podcast is good, but to think that my business is decent and has a decent following that will just listen to it anyways.
Yeah.
So that's kind of more what we're going to sell.
That's so
like
funny.
reviews and stuff is going to be important.
Right.
But we're hoping that we can get in. But
Did they like say you need a certain number of?
No, they were just like,
anything?
just send us the links to your show, and we just need to make sure it looks like good and
Yeah.
clean. And it'll
Wow.
look good and
That's
clean.
so
but
cool.
yeah, if we have like a few reviews on there and stuff, I think we'll be able to get it. So we're really hoping
That'd
that
be
we can
fun.
do that. Yeah.
Walk in with your media passes.
You would need to shoot that.
Yeah,
it would
we'd probably
definitely need to
try.
be a video.
Yeah. So
That's
we're
funny.
gonna see. They asked how many we wanted, so
Dang.
we're
Wow.
crossing our fingers. It would be really fun.
That would
It'd
be.
be
3
weird.
or 4.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think we're gonna get 4.
Nice.
We're gonna shoot for 4. But yeah. Anyways, that's my NASCAR update.
Good.
Never been into NASCAR before.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Ford v Ferrari. Did you see it?
I did.
You
Did
saw
you
it.
see it?
Have you
No,
seen it?
it's on my list.
It's very
good. So we probably shouldn't
So,
spoil
no, I
anything.
want you to talk.
we don't
yeah,
need to spoil
But
anything.
please talk about it because I definitely want to see it.
It's very good. Christian Bale is amazing.
Christian Bale, incredible.
He's always-
Matt Damon,
Oh my goodness.
amazing.
Matt Damon was
Matt
great
Damon
too,
was so cool.
but
He just seemed like the coolest
Christian
guy
Bale
ever.
was better.
I mean, yeah, they were both so great. Yeah.
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 It's kind of like if me and you were the You'd probably be the Matt Damon, and
Yeah.
I'd be the Christian Bale. If you think about it,
Yeah.
it's kind of
That's a-
pretty much what it was.
I know.
But it's really good. It's
it based
very
on a
well
true
acted.
story?
hmm It's based on the story of Henry Ford
The second.
II.
Okay.
Who owned it
Ford
at that
was
point.
like about to go out of business, and then they were like, well, the way back in is we build a car that is faster than a Ferrari, or as fast, that is cheap enough for people to buy.
Yeah.
And they gave themselves 90 days to do it, and they did it. And then they won the 24-hour, what was
Le
it?
Mans or something?
Le
Le
Mans.
Mans.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Well, I think they went to the Le Mans the first year and totally like did horrible because the Ford overlords were they put Matt Damon in charge of the project, and then
Right.
basically were micromanaging and like actually choosing other stuff, and they were like, no, we want this driver because he's a Ford man, and we don't want the crazy Christian Bale guy we don't want him to say anything crazy,
Christian
even
Bale's
though
like a
he's
crazy
the best driver.
Okay.
And yeah, Matt Damon's the guy in charge of the product.
And so like
named-
then a year later, like Matt Damon, that awesome scene where they're in like the boardroom and Matt Damon basically says why everything got screwed up because Ford
that's
screwed
good.
themselves.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you need to
Um,
give me the power. It's
Yeah,
cool.
Matt Damon plays a guy named Carroll Shelby, which there's a lot of cars called Shelby,
Shelby, yes.
Fords. Yeah, and they're all named after him for what he has done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want a Ford Shelby
It's a really-
Raptor. That thing is crazy.
Oh gosh.
It's
yeah.
like a Ford Raptor, but
Shelby.
bigger.
Oh dang.
It's
Wow.
nuts. But yeah, it's a very
It's
good movie.
it's very interesting. It puts a lot of like, I don't know, you get more perspective on the whole racing world and like building cars and selling cars and like the whole competition.
Mhm.
Super interesting.
Does
Yeah.
that kind of racing tie into the European one? What is-
The F1.
that
F1
what-
Formula One.
Formula
is the
One.
European
Yeah.
one. Yeah. F1. Not
are
really.
they not really?
I did watch a movie recently on F1 too,
think
like
that'd
the
be
next
interesting.
day.
Yeah, that would be super interesting.
There's a movie called Rush with
Limbaugh.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh.
And it's another true story about two F1 racers that were like big rivals that would every like week or whatever, as much as they raced, they'd come first and second,
Dang.
and they just
Wow.
rivaled each other for
Yeah.
a long time. And it's about kind of their rivalry
That's
and
cool.
where it took them. But that was it was not nearly as good as Ford v Ferrari,
Yeah.
but it was good.
Yeah.
It was okay. Is it still recording? We good?
Yeah.
We chilling? Okay,
Chilling.
cool. Anyways, so now that we've talked about racing, what else is there to talk about?
What's
We-
new?
do
in
you
your
have-
life? Anything new?
You guys can.
Any news?
You guys could just have me in the background. You guys could do your.
You
show.
have been the whole thing.
Do I have
They-
any news? Do I have news? I don't have any news.
Yeah.
I don't really have
Do you have
much.
a Do you have a Greek fact for us?
No,
I swear to God, you've had 3 months.
Um,
a Greek?
do you know any
fact?
Greek mythology?
So David does Greek mythology
Oh.
facts, but he's
I was
been-
listening to a podcast at one point about it, but I haven't listened to it in
Okay,
a long
because I
time.
remember you talking about Persephone.
Yes, you
Yeah.
said you liked that part.
Okay, I did.
Yes.
Do I have?
I know 0. I know none.
I used to know a bunch because I really liked it.
Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah, I used to be into it when I was little. Like
you
the
ever play,
Cyclops and Odysseus,
yeah.
Yes.
and he poked his eye out or whatever, or he made him drunk and then poked his eye out or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Something
there were
about
some
that.
crazy
There's
stories.
some
Yeah.
wild ones. The Minotaur was cool.
Yeah.
In the maze,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cool ones.
Oedipus.
Oedipus.
sounds-
Do you remember Oedipus?
I know the name.
I know the
That's
name.
it.
Oedipus Rex.
Oedipus Rex. Is his last name Rex? It's kind of a cool name. That's
For
what you
a-
should
for a-
name your first
for
kid.
a Greek-
Oedipus Rex
Oedipus
Keeler.
Rex.
Oedipus Rex Keeler.
Oh my gosh. My name's Rex.
Oedipus Rex.
I think it is.
This is nice music.
Thank you. This is Chill Cow. He's back.
Chill cow.
They're back.
It's like a live stream of just super chill music.
Yes, it's the best. Have
is.
you ever watched? Here's another watch thing. And Ms. Melrose, maybe you'll find interest in this. Lego Masters.
I saw a
Oh
promo for
my
it.
goodness!
I saw a preview
It's
for it.
the
Yeah, it looked
best-
interesting.
It's the nicest, happiest show in the world. It's kind of like the British baking
Great
cook-off
British
show.
baking show.
I've never seen it, but I
It's
know
great.
I've heard it's just the
Do you like
nicest.
that show?
I've seen it once.
It's so
I've
good.
heard it's like
Yeah.
the happiest
It's the happiest thing
thing
ever
in the world. This
Everyone's
was very
so nice.
similar. Everyone was so nice to each other.
terrible.
There's
but
like
you did a great job and you tried very hard. Thank you, darling.
there's there's one in this where these guys they built so pretty much they have like between 12 and 15 hours to build like massive sculpture things out of Legos,
Yeah.
and they're all trying to compete, and it's like a normal game show or whatever. And there was this one where these guys built like a giant tree, and they put a working elevator roller coaster. What happened? Is it not working? Oh no. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. This dude made a big tree with a roller coaster in it that went. It would like go up, and then it would go up with like this pulley thing, and then it would go all the way down, and then it would come back up again. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But it broke, and one of the other contestants was
Whoa.
like, it was so nice. He was like, it's unfortunate like that their thing broke because. He was like, they lost not doing their best, and we want to beat them when they're at their best, or something. It was so nice. And then, like the first episode, no one got out just because they were like, "You're all doing a great job, so no one's out this week." It was very
That's
nice.
so funny.
It was a great
Are they
show.
all
and
American?
yes.
Interesting.
Are they young? Like
Some
kids?
of them.
Or
Why are
Some
they
of them are
nice?
kids. There's like a dad and his son. There's like a few brothers that are probably in their 20s, but then there's like these two guys that are in like probably their 40s or 50s.
Oh.
There was two ladies that were both probably in their 40s or 50s. They got out first round. They were not good. Spoiler.
Dang.
But yeah,
Lost
it's a very
practice
good
with
show.
the
I really
Legos.
like it. I was a big Lego head when I was little,
Oh,
so
I
it was
know.
really
Who
fun.
wasn't?
I know. It was the best.
When I was little, I didn't have Legos, but I don't think we did. But when our kids were, everybody.
Oh yeah,
every
everybody had
age,
Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
When
They're
did
so
Legos come
expensive
out?
now.
That's a good question.
They came out a long, long time ago. They
We're
started
gonna have to
as-
look that up
Yeah, so the guy started.
When did Legos come out?
because
Um,
I
a
might
long
be
time
wrong.
ago.
My brother may have played with Legos, and I
Okay.
just may
So Legos started. I kind of know something about this. I watched a documentary. Legos started as like a normal toy company, and they started just doing regular toys, and then they almost went bankrupt. And then I don't know when it was. Let me see. 1932.
Thank you, Abby.
Oh, I was.
Yeah. So they.
That was definitely before my
Before
time.
your time. Way before.
I ain't that old.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, 1932. Yeah, and they were like about to go out of business or something, and then somebody out of business, and then
Bricksness.
out of
Bricksmith.
and then
Oh, sad.
there we go. Ooh, that was a deep dink. Doink. That was the deepest doink we've ever had. Yeah, and then they were about to go out of business, and some guy was like, "Well, what if we build blocks that go together?" And then Lego started.
The building blocks of Legos. Wow.
The building blocks to Lego. Yeah, sure. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Anyways,
Do you know what year that was that they
I have no
started
idea.
with the blocks? Because that was
Uh,
obviously that
right.
was there.
Because if
Their
1932
niche.
was just a toy company, no one cares about your dumb toys. We want the bricks, Lego.
Yes.
But
And
now
then they started
Legos
making
are
girl
crazy.
bricks, like girl colored Legos.
Oh,
Yeah, the pinks. And
Wow.
So they began making wooden toys in 1932.
interesting. That's cool.
And then oh wait, no.
I feel like Legos are
um,
crazy now. It's more
1958.
58.
Mhm.
Okay, then we must have.
Oh
had
no,
them.
sorry. 1949 was when it produced its first plastic brick, and in 1958 was when it was patented.
How are Legos made, do you think?
I don't know. I saw a video of how suitcases are made the other day, and it was like the plastic ones, you
Mhm.
know, and it was very interesting. They
Oh.
just take like rubber and
Yeah.
stretch it and then blow
That was-
air in it.
I
and
saw
it
that
just goes
video.
like, whoop. It's
like-
very interesting. It's very hard to
Wow.
explain. but-
Yeah, it is very hard to explain. I can't tell if it's like being blown into the shape or the plastic stuff is like being pushed down,
pushed down
onto
on a model.
mold. Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Either way, it looks like
it's very
very
interesting.
seamless and like cool. I don't know. Have you seen the video of how rubber bands are made?
No.
Oh my gosh, the most interesting video I've ever seen. So cool.
Wow.
It's like such a long process with these like really long rubber tubes that they like throw into chemicals and beat and like I don't know,
Beat them?
Yeah, they do all this kind of stuff to them, and then
It's
they
like pizza
finally
dough?
go through like the cutter. Yeah, basically like pizza dough, and then they go through the cutter, and then it's just a bunch of rubber bands, and it takes like a long time to make a ton of them. I don't know.
Wow.
You think it'd be easier to make a rubber band, but no, you'd be wrong.
I don't know. I never thought about how easy or hard it would be.
I know.
Is that something you've thought of? Like you just laying in bed like, I could make a rubber band.
I don't. Maybe.
But now you don't think that.
No, now
you're
I'm like,
absolutely not.
I could never invent anything.
could
If
ne-
it all,
I
if
could
all
never-
takes, if the simplest thing,
If a rubber
I
band
know.
is
then I can't do anything.
Can I tell you about a wild thing that I came across the other day? It's called the Mischief Box. Have you heard about this? So it's this thing.
Dangerous.
It's sold out. It's sold out in like a week. But it is called the Mischief Box. And what you do, it costs $100. And you buy a box. And it's called the Mischief Box. And all over
We
it,
got that.
it's got like things to tempt you to open it. And here's the thing.
Weird.
You buy it for $100. And every day that you hold on to it, the price goes up on the box $10. And you can hold it for a max of 100 days. And if you don't open it for 100 days, you can send it back and they will give you $1,000.
Seriously?
Is that real?
But the things
I
inside
would be able to do that so
could,
easily.
Could
be
be better.
worth way more than 1,000. So there's like a test.
dang.
There was like there's like a Tesla Cybertruck pre-order, and they would pay for the whole truck. There was a Louis Vuitton bag. There's like
gosh.
there's like a ton of drones that cost like $3,000 and be above. There's like tons of things, but then there's also paper clips.
Right.
Pokemon
I think I
cards,
could do that.
Like a single
Successfully
Lego
not
piece.
open. I
Yeah.
really do.
But yeah, it's a thing. They're doing it again on March 10th. All they're trying to do is like go super viral with it.
Yeah,
and they
that's
show
such a
you
good idea.
on the box. They show you everything that could be inside of it, and then like the percentage of how often people are going to find it. Like the Tesla's like 0.1% or something,
Right,
obviously.
right.
Right.
But yeah, it's like a big thing. But if you hold on to it and you don't open it, then you send it back for $1,000.
So you have to only hold on to it for a month, not like a year.
for 100 days. So
100,
every
okay,
day that
3
you hold
months.
on to it, it adds $10
value.
to the value.
Cool.
So you could hold it for 90 days if you wanted
Yeah.
and get 900 or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
You can send it back whenever you want.
Yeah.
But if you hold it for 100, then you get $1,000.
Wow. So do you think it would be? Would you feel like it's worth opening for the
No.
chance of getting a
That's
Cybertruck?
kind of what I was thinking.
I
It's,
see, because I mean, like the stuff that you listed, I mean, I know there's
like, it's
valuable,
cool,
but I don't
need any of it.
I need cash.
That's what I was saying.
So I thought, yeah.
Like,
Sure.
yeah, you on the website, it's like, just buy this. It's an investment. Like, you can send it back to
That's
us.
so
And then
funny.
all over the box, it's like, don't open, don't open, don't open, don't
I
open.
know, they're just
and
playing
on
with
the
your
sides,
mind.
it's like, we know you really want to open
And
it,
you're
and
like,
there could be
I
a
do
Tesla
too.
in here. We know, but don't open it. And
That's
it's like,
so funny.
Yeah, they try to get you all over it.
Yeah, I would just have to like put it somewhere that I would forget about it, and then
Yeah.
have like a reminder on my phone. Be like,
Yeah, that's
well,
a
Send it
I don't,
back.
I don't
plan.
think I'd even open the cardboard box part, because like it's a cardboard
True.
box, and then it comes with inside the cardboard that it was sent.
you want
to
to see
or
what it
whatever.
looks like, Joe.
But that's the thing. You want to see what it looks like and be like, ooh, I have one. But if you just
I
take the
have
box
one.
and you just bury it in your closet,
Is this an online purchase?
Mhm.
Is it?
they send it to you. They ship it to you. Yeah.
Nothing
You buy it
really
online.
should buy
But
one.
it's sold out real quick. So they're doing another round of them on March 10th.
That's such a good idea.
It
It's
is.
a great idea.
It's $100 to buy the box.
Yeah. I think you can buy a max of 2.
Like,
so
imagine if you buy
I mean,
a
what
box.
a great return on your investment.
Dude, you
For
spend $200 and you
$100?
get $2,000 in 100
Yeah,
days.
but if you buy a box for $100, open it up, and it's a cardboard box full of paper clips, how crazy is that?
I know.
They just made
well,
$100.
no, it's not full. It's just one paper clip.
Yeah, even that. It's just like, all right, you.
I think it would be easy to know though, because like the box is
Right?
like a normal cardboard box, and there's no like padding on the inside to like hold it in place. You could just shake it and feel that there's a paperclip inside.
They probably
Or
make
at
sure
least
that you can't do that.
No, because I watched a guy.
They probably taped the.
you know who
thing
Unbox
to-
Therapy is?
Yeah.
He got 2 of them.
Oh, cool.
And he opened them because he's like,
He opened both of them?
Yeah, he's like, of course I'm gonna open
That's
these.
so
It's
funny.
for the video.
Yeah.
One of them he got.
He is an unboxer,
and
yeah.
he was like, he told everyone, he's like, they probably sent me a good one and a bad one because I told them I was gonna open these.
True.
So he's like, they're probably a good one and a bad one. So he opened one. He like
they're
picked
smart,
up
they
one,
would.
and it was like heavy, and he's like, and he opened it, and there was a drone inside.
Cool.
And it was like it was like a $900 drone or something, and he was like, sweet.
Nice.
And then he took the other one, he picked it up, he's like, this is way lighter. And he opened the
Okay.
box, and just there was nothing in it except for like 1 pack of Pokemon cards. And he was just like, cool.
Sad.
$100
Pokemon cards.
But yeah, he was going to
That's
open them
funny.
either way. But
That's
like
cool.
immediately when he picked up the second one, he's like, this one's way lighter.
Gotcha.
But it could have been the Tesla, because the Tesla's just like a piece of
Right.
paper that's a pre-order. And that's like, ooh, you got it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm
Wow.
very tempted to get one.
I think it seems to appeal to males more than females. Would you agree?
I guess so.
Well, and
Why
just
would
the
that be?
whole, I don't know. I think the marketing with having written like you can't have this.
That's true.
I don't know. I think that somehow to me appeals.
Let me see.
don't know.
Let me read.
I
what
mean, I
is-
may be totally stereotyping. I'm sorry about that, but
Let me see.
because I don't think I'd be tempted. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, looking
Yeah.
forward to my cash out at the
You
end.
could.
Yeah,
you could,
I think it'd be pretty easy to just be like, yeah, I'll just wait for.
you could
$1,000
win.
bucks.
You could win a Vespa scooter. You could buy these shoes called they're called like Jesus shoes or like walk on water shoes, and it's basically just shoes
Are they
with
like those
water
sandals?
in the bottom.
Oh,
Just to be cool or
That's
whatever. And
stupid.
they're very rare.
okay. I've heard of
You
those.
can buy 20. You can get 25 years worth of chicken sandwiches at Popeyes through Postmates.
See, perfect for a guy.
Yeah, you can buy. You can
Yeah,
get a
true,
Louis.
that's good.
You can get a Louis Vuitton bag. You can get a paper clip. You can get investing for dummies.
That's funny.
You can get a. You can get a Rolex.
Very meta.
You can get a Rolex. You can get a DJI drone.
Cool.
A DJI RoboMaster, which looks like a drone but a tank version.
What?
Looks like a tank.
Dang.
You could get a Goop Jade Egg
Don't know what that is.
jacket,
Oh,
AirPods.
I know what that is.
A goop egg?
Um,
What is that?
it's like
The
a
jade.
It's like a Kegels thing, I think, right? I
it
think so.
really?
I think so.
Oh, see, there's a jade. It's like a jade roller for your face.
Oh, maybe that's
Oh.
it. But I know
But-
that Goop is weird, and
but
it's more for Kegels. I think. I
Okay.
don't know. You could get a government bond, a pink wig, underwear, a Beanie Baby, a fortune cookie fortune, a lotto scratch off.
A lot of stuff. Wow.
Yeah, gum. You could get a pack of gum, a piece of gum, or chewed gum.
Ooh, fun.
A piece of gum is 2% chance. So like even they get you there, they're like
Oh,
it's only
whoa,
2%
yeah.
that you'll get gum,
That's funny.
and it's 1% you'll get an iTunes gift card, but it's also 0.2% that you'll get a can of Coke. But it's just like ooh, everything's
That's so funny.
good on
Yeah, I
here.
would just leave it.
Yeah,
Dang.
it'd be tough,
Yeah, it would be.
but I could do it. I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, interesting.
This is random, but
Wow.
I just saw your Office DVDs. The other day, I watched Scott's Tots for the first time in a while.
which one?
Scott's Tots,
It's the worst.
where Michael Scott promises to pay for college for all those third graders.
Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna
I
do?
hate
Make your
it.
dreams
I
come
hate
true.
it so
Hey, Mr.
much.
Scott, what you gonna do?
It's
What
the
you gonna do? Make your
worst.
dreams come true.
He was such a loser
hate
in that.
it.
I know, it's so bad. And he's
I
like,
hate so
the
much.
lives that he hurt, traumatized.
The lives.
you can have an extra laptop battery. Not everyone took one. He's like, no. Because he's
I forgot
Okay.
that
such a
part.
funny episode.
I
Yeah.
just
It's painful.
Mischief Box said you can get one early if you text a number, so I just text them. We'll see if they respond.
Nice.
I was like, give me a
You're getting
box.
one now. That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways, dude, I hate that episode. That's the worst.
Why? It's just because
Cause
it's a
it's
letdown.
just so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
it's the one episode that I'm like, I hate this so much. What?
It's funny, but it's definitely It's
Not
it's a little,
everybody
like,
hates it though.
I don't
It's like-
think.
I
Is
don't
that
hate
your
it.
first
I hate
time
it.
watching it?
No.
Okay.
I'd seen it like
It's the one
3 other
episode that
times.
I'll watch all of The Office, and I'll watch it, but I
You-
I hate
That's
when it
so
comes
funny.
on.
It's not. Yeah, it's one
Ugh.
I don't usually rewatch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
reason.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
not like
choose
let's
that
watch
one.
Scott's
Right,
Odds.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Oh, man.
But I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it.
It's still funny
It is.
and horrible.
I know.
It's terrible.
Gosh. And they like.
How was your birthday,
give him a
David? What'd you
speech.
do? I said
Uh,
I went to Topgolf. What'd you do?
Oh, right. Back to the beginning of the episode. I had a great date night at the house with Abby. And we made homemade poke bowls, like California roll
Wow.
poke bowls, which were really good, really easy to make. Just chop up some cucumber, some
Mm-hmm.
carrots,
Mm-hmm.
some rice,
Mhm.
sticky rice.
Yep.
Avocado,
Yep.
classic, and imitation crab.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, super good. And sriracha mayo.
Sriracha mayo
And soy sauce.
and soy sauce, obviously.
Ooh.
Mix it all together, and it's really good.
Very interesting.
Oh, I'll have to
Yeah.
remember that.
And then, for the first time ever, we both watched Shawshank Redemption,
Awesome.
which
Oh.
is the number
Have
one
you
rated
seen
movie
that,
on
Joe?
IMDb,
I think I've seen it. I think I saw it a long time ago with my family, but
where they're in the prison.
I think so.
Prison Mike.
I forget.
Tim
yeah,
Robbins
so-
and
and
Morgan Freeman.
I know. Yeah. I definitely have seen it.
So
I
Tim
know
Robbins
the movie.
is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wrongly accused of murder,
Right.
and he is sent to a horrible prison where he's treated
Yeah.
horribly, and I don't know, he thrives there.
He thrives.
Not actually.
No, it's just
but
great
he-
ending.
It's
Just
really good.
great
It's
ending.
really
Interesting.
The ending, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Great ending.
Redemption.
Yes.
Interesting.
Right in the title. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yep.
Darn it.
Title gave it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
All
so
right.
it's so cool though. Yeah.
Well, Ms. Melrose, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
so
fun.
Much fun.
Please keep watching. We need you to keep watching. You're the only one.
Spread.
Her and Bree.
Who's Bree?
My friend Bree.
Oh, right. I
Um,
think we talked about Bree before.
Shout out to Bree.
Hi, Bree. Shout out to Bree.
We love brie cheese.
We do.
Facts.
Right?
I
That-
love
yeah.
Brie cheese.
Oh,
Oh, my
cheese is the
gosh.
best.
So how do you prepare your Brie cheese? Do you put it in the microwave with like some Abby, what do you do?
Oh yeah, microwave it with honey and
With honey?
Yeah,
I don't know,
I've
you
done
can do
it.
different stuff with it.
Yeah, I've done it in the oven with honey and
Oven,
almond
probably be
slivers
better.
on top.
That sounds really good.
Mm.
But then some people
Slap
do
it on
like
some bread
raspberry
or
jam
crackers.
or jam on it too.
Okay.
Just get the sweet going.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dave, you got anything else?
Nothing really.
Yeah. Same.
It's been so long. I don't even know if I meant to do that.
You don't know if you meant to do it?
I don't. But
Interesting.
maybe deep
So
down
you must
I did.
not have.
Well, you never know. Sometimes my subconscious just makes a joke by itself, and I'm like,
Sometimes.
good one.
Good one,
All right.
David.
Well, again, Ms. Melrose, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
guys.
I'm so
It's a
excited
blast.
for your daughter's wedding.
So are
It will
we.
be very fun.
So are we.
Yes.
You coming?
Good. I might stop by.
Good.
All right, cool. Well, we're back, everybody.
We're back.
Hopefully.
We might be back next week, but who knows?
We might not. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.